High growth brands regularly check in on the market to understand how they're performing in their categories relative to competition. They do that to keep their fingers on the pulse of the market and address customer needs and competitive threats proactively, and to understand where their best opportunities for growth lie. The downside of not doing this type of work is that you won't see emerging opportunities or threats soon enough to either take advantage of them or combat them. And what this is really all about is a deep assessment of customer needs and motivations, competitive threats, and your brand's advantages in the landscape, all of which ladders up to identifying where your best opportunities are.
This kind of work can help you determine if you should stay the course with your current strategies or shift them to capitalize on changes in the marketplace and with customer needs. So how often should this happen, or what triggers should there be to do this kind of insights work? The answer to that is really based on how quickly the market is moving in your categories. These days, even slower moving categories like CPG foods that would maybe normally do this work every 4 or 5 years now need to escalate those timelines as innovation requirements get shorter and shorter. If you have the sense that your customers' needs have changed in meaningful ways, or you see that your competition is delivering customer value in ways you didn't see coming, that's a trigger to do this type of work.
To grow your business, you need to be more relevant to your customers by providing communications and products that meet their needs, better yet, in ways that your competition doesn't. And to truly understand their needs, you need to get deep with them to understand what makes them tick. To do that, we use highly immersive qualitative approaches to give that dimension to the most relevant consumer needs, attitudes, and behaviors. A few examples are ethnographies, pop-up communities, and online bulletin boards, or even more traditional approaches such as in-depth interviews.
And then, once we have that foundational learning, we use quantitative approaches coupled with data science and advanced analytics to identify and dimensionalize your brand's opportunities. We evaluate how your brand and your competition is performing against overall KPIs, such as usage and purchase behaviors, but also against functional and emotional benefits they need from your category. We then look for the most important and accessible opportunities that you can take advantage of by using techniques such as MaxDiff, key driver analysis, and white space to prioritize your ideas. These learnings don't just stop with the research itself. We work to help you translate the insights into growth plans. We do things like develop new positioning and extension opportunities. We help you refine your targeting strategy to capitalize on evolving attitudes. We can tailor your advertising and communications to the new customer needs. And we work with partners to design products and services to maximize your brand's equity.
Yeah, this can be really powerful work that can set innovation and communication strategy for years to come. As an example, we just completed this kind of work for an iconic brand in the mobility space who needed to understand how to stretch their brand into new spaces to be more relevant to prospects and continue to evolve with their aging customer base. Their strongest equities were in rescuing their customers, quite literally, when they experienced disruptions on the road. And while that wasn't surprising, we were able to show them, along with their other strengths, that customers value these equities in many other categories as well, giving them strong permission for entry or expansion. They now have a roadmap for growth, all based in new understanding of their customers' needs, their own strengths, and the opportunities we brought to light.